My collection includes horses not only from Mattel and not only those belonging to the Barbie doll. At the moment I have 4 such horses and this will be the 5th one in a row, but the first non-Mattel horse on this channel. This horse came to me from Masuria, therefore from Poland, at the end of September 2022. To be honest, this mold has fascinated me for some time and I knew that I would finally be tempted. So far, however, I have not seen this horse in such a color and painting. The horse, of course, was a toy. His hair is tangled and dusty, and he has 3 marks from contact with something hot on his rump. I like this silhouette, quite different from typical Barbie horses. It has a very nice head. I completely don't understand this eye painting. I will talk about it later. The hair is quite stiff and despite the fact that it does not stick, it feels dirty to the touch. I really like this head. There are no signatures, no inscriptions, anything. His hooves are really big and massive. I also don't understand these dimples on the inside of the legs. I will take his saddle off to see if there are any stains. The saddle is made of a hard and rough plastic. The tail is quite thin compared to the mane. I don't see any stains. So this is what my new horse looks like at first glance. I find him very interesting, much closer to cold-blooded draft horses than to mounts. As I already mentioned, this is not a Barbie horse nor Mattel. It belongs to a doll, a Barbie clone named Gloria. As you can see in this photo that I found on the net, there were 3 color variations: grey, brown and white. As for the doll itself, unfortunately, I don't know if it existed at all, because I could not find any illustration of the doll in the box. Anyway, the horse has the Gloria brand. Under this name you can find a lot of accessories, sets, clothes, etc. dedicated to Barbie dolls. So maybe it's just a brand. I don't know much about dolls, so I'm not sure. The only thing I was able to establish was that Gloria was derived from Betty Teen dolls. Let's get back to the horse. The box says lovely horse. And cool, I agree, the horse is cute. As you can see in these pictures, he did not have too much equipment. Only a saddle and bridle with reins. Before the boy was washed, I made a little session to document what he looked like when he arrived. The hair, especially the mane, seemed to be the worst problem. Though I can't count it as a total nightmare, cause it looked combinable to me. However, the fibers are stiff and although this feature helps when detangling, unfortunately it takes away their lightness and airiness. I decided that I would not interfere with his holes in his legs or the painting of his eyes, although it even itches me. But he should stay in the original, because you can't find such a specimen very often. At least I see these horses white with blue or pink hair and hooves all the time. Let's take a closer look at that eye. I really have no idea what the author meant. And you know what? The first thing I saw here was a ban on entry. Such a red round road sign with a white horizontal line in the middle, as if someone do not know what sign I mean. This part of the eye, painted in blue with a white brick, looks very cool. Why there is something red on the other side? Before I looked more closely, I thought that maybe it is a heart. Lovely horse, you know. That would even match. Well, after a close-up, it doesn't look like anything to me. This white line at the bottom doesn't seem to make sense either. From this perspective, this white line does not bother me. The eyes look really cool. Okay, here is a few more pics without a saddle. Here you can see how the mane is matted and loose. I can't say that his muscles sculpting is perfect. I don't even mind, with one small exception, that furrow on his cheek. It doesn't make sense to me. Overall, it has a really great head. I like it better than the Sunshine Beauties or the unfortunate Cali Girl horses. The ears are nice too. It's time to wash. One last look at him before getting wet. And let's start. I choose a mild detergent for washing, hoping it would soften his stiff hair a bit. I wash it with the soft side of the sponge so as not to scratch the plastic and wash off the paint. I have to wash this dusty and stiff hair properly, being careful not to damage the tail. Slightly smooth the hair is to rinse it with very hot water and immediately after it, rinse it with cold. Before I grab the brush, because I didn't take the metal comb with me, I have to treat the hair with a fabric conditioner. This treatment makes detangling much easier. I don't want to hurt him, so I will put some more concentrate of fabric conditioner on hair. It wasn't as tragic as I feared. Every time you comb tangled hair, some part of it gives up. This is normal and you shouldn't worry about it. As I mentioned before, this is a way to smooth the hair fibers. Yet you have to be careful not to burn yourself. I decided to treat his hair with a conditioner, an ordinary human hair conditioner. I hope it will add shine and lightness to the hair. course, the conditioner also needs to be rinsed off. And this is how my new coat is clean, fragrant, combed and ready to be dried. This is how Rex looks after leaving the bathroom. Finally, I can reveal what name he got. His hair is still wet, but you can see that its color has changed and it shines nicely. It still requires alignment with scissors. With both the mane and tail aligned, my draft horse looks pretty impressive. And what does Rex look like with the Barbie horses? Let's have a look. My country horses, Farben and Sunrunner the Fair, stand to compare, and as you can see, he is practically equal to them. I mean, equal in height, but it should be noted that if the Prancer mold was shown in the same pose as Rex, so it would stood on straight, not bent legs, then the Grey Stallion would be a bit shorter than them. Definitely different is his head, which is wider and shorter. Hooves and legs are probably twice like the Arabian Barbie, very massive. Looking from above, you can see that it does not have a narrowing that makes it easier for the doll to mount a horse. From the beginning I say that this horse would be perfect for a carriage. I do not see any sense in putting a saddle on it. Time for photos from a session made in my country backyard. Rex, the name I gave this horse, from Latin means king. I know this is not an outstandingly court horse, but a few things that I write about on my blog in the post dedicated to him contributed to this name being given to him. The last of these premises was the fact that although I do not see it under the saddle, in addition to its only equipment, let's face it, a saddle, I added accessories from one of Mattel's horses. The main theme of these accessories is the crown, so you understand. I hope you like this lovely horse, and it shows that not only Mattel produces interesting doll horses. To viewers who have reached this point, thank you very much for watching. If you are interested in the topic of doll horses, follow this channel and my blog. There will be more interesting horses soon.